What's up, man?
Not much. It's a happy birthday today. So, my name is Josh. Like right now, my biggest project I'm doing is Glitch. I make like experimental bass kind of sound healing music. So I use like solfeggio frequencies and like light codes and like there's different kind of white magics in my music, and I talk about it to like kind of like let it be known that's what I'm doing, so people are like aware of what's going on. But yeah, I like to make music that heals people and like just like be a like person that can like help make the world better in all the ways that I can, and, like still having fun and being creative. So my biggest inspirations I have four of them. My OG ones are Dave Grohl and Tyler Joseph. Tyler Joseph is kind of what made like was like someone who made music when I was younger that like helped me a lot when I was going through like rough times in my life. When like I was like struggling with depression and like a lot of suicidal thoughts. It's like he was like someone that I listened to that made like it was 21 Pilots. They made like emo kind of music, but it had this like sense of like getting better. It wasn't talking always about how terrible your life was. It was like how do we like improve that? And something about that really resonated with me. And so like Josh from that band, I became a drummer, and Dave Grohl is a big inspiration on like working hard, but like your dreams can be possible like with that and like just doing crazy things. And but like with the actual sound, like, and that's like what I felt like made me want to make the sound healing music and like where that inspiration comes from. But like artists like Tipper and Ellis Dream and G Jones are where I get a lot of my sound from. And like where like I guess because I'm not trying to sound like them. It's more so it's like the crazy things they do in their songs, the experimental tendencies they have. They're different. I like that, and that's what I try to portray in my music is something different and unique. So I started playing drums when I was like still in high school, maybe like 2018. I decided I want to be a drummer with my career. And then I got into producing around the time COVID hit. And I just spent that time locked away in my room on Ableton, just like learning how to use it, watching YouTube videos and grinding, trying to make a song, make an album. So around that time, I did this Limbo project, which is like an indie rock kind of like duality vibes, like kind of thing. And then it turned into like Glitch, and like when I met someone at a kava bar who kind of like got me into that scene. And like because I've always wanted to do dubstep music, I just had an opportunity where like originally I wanted it to be a secret project. I wanted what my dubstep to be like. I was gonna wear a mask, and nobody was gonna know who I was. I was just gonna be Limbo, and then there's gonna be this random guy Glitch that popped up. No one knows who he is. He wears a mask, and then all of a sudden I'm gonna like merge the two. And I still plan to merge the two, but then like basically what had happened was I got this opportunity to be into the music scene and the EDM scene. And I realized that it was a lot bigger scene where I was, where it gave me a better chance at succeeding. And so doing it secretly wasn't the best idea. And I should actually do that one full time. And now I'm just doing both Glitch and Limbo. Like how it all kind of works is like the idea of Limbo and Glitch is like this duality, whereas like Limbo is like more real and human, whereas like Glitch is more ethereal, alien, like. And it's like almost like gender and like the difference between gender duality. So their meaning to me is equal. Like what they mean to me is Josh. But right at this point in time, since I'm still working a full time job, like, and I'm putting all of my efforts and energy into Glitch right now. But like once I don't have a job, that kind of changes, and I'll have time to do like the Limbo project and get into the indie rock scene and still have that music be out there.
What do you think it is about music that connects people?
I think it's community. I think it's like a lot of music goers like that go to the live events are like they're these like outcasts almost, and they have this like I don't know, this sense of like family that they want. That not everybody have. Some of them do have them, and like that's why they're good at bringing together these like families and groups of people, and these like I don't know. And I feel like that community aspect of what music is kind of like makes people stay. Like they go see their artist, but they stay to be with their family. And it's like, even if you're not like physically there, it's like when you find someone out in the real world that listens to the same artist as you, and like nobody listens to that artist, that person becomes significant to you just for like that reason, you know. And I feel like I don't know the exact cause of why that happens, but I feel like because that happens is like that's how it brings people together. So I guess how it brings people together.
Yeah, it's sometimes hard to explain with that sort of
Yeah.
thing. Like,
Music is one of the oldest things that exist. Like even in tribal cultures, like music was a very big part of their culture. A lot of indigenous cultures, like the ceremonies that they do, music is like one of the biggest things that they do in those ceremonies. And like they could be like different like rituals or like every like religion has music as a big part of it. And and is one of those I feel like core foundational things of humans that has always been there is like art, musical expression. And though not everyone expresses it, I believe everyone has the capability to if they tried to express music. You know, it's like I feel like that's such a huge thing to be able to like bring that in your own creative and unique way. 'Cause it's always used for different things. I think like a big thing is like intentionality in the kind of music that you're listening to. Because like I feel like I've seen this happen a lot where people will listen to like depressing, like more music that brings you down in moments when they are down from something external from music, and like it's healthy in a way to kind of like express and deal with those emotions. Because if you never deal with those emotions, they're always going to be there. It's like connecting with music that like connects you to like a darker kind of thing, you know. It like it helps you in those states, and it sounds good when you're in those states of mind, and it like almost becomes addicting. I feel like it becomes a problem when you get out of those states but you still listen to those things. I'll notice that when I listen to certain kinds of music, certain things will manifest into my life that aren't as like positive. There's a lot that it can do. And that's why I feel like intentionally listening to music that can heal and like bring you up is so important. Even if it's not all you listen to, it's like it will affect you so much and can help you in a lot of different ways. Like some people even make songs that are programmed to help you like manifest more money and wealth, you know. It's like they're like hip hop songs talking about getting money. It's like they're really good.
yeah. What it do? What it do? We're doing an interview. But, awesome. But
Yeah, it's like I don't know, different songs. Like yeah, they just get me into different states of mind, and I feel like your mental state is so important. Like when you're manifesting reality, like your subconscious beliefs, and it's like a lot of music like subconsciously influences you, not always in ways that you like realize at first, but in ways that like do affect the way you feel about different things and the way you like notice different things and think, you know. A lot of businesses in particular when there's money involved, we've learned how like music psychologically can influence you. That's why it's like not only with just movies but like commercials pay millions of dollars to get specific songs on like 30-second clips of that song on their ad because it sells, it makes them more money. And like you don't think that they don't understand why they're doing that. It's like that whole idea with McDonald's being the red and yellow is like colors that make you hungry. Yeah, no, I think that it's really like art can be used as therapy and it can be used intentionally. I mean, there's no one way to use art, but they're used for both those ways.
That's a great way to.
And like my idea is like I think it's good for people to use music as therapy, even if it brings out negative things that people get addicted to. It's good for the artist, and it can help people if used. It's like medicine. If used responsibly, it will help you. Use when you need it, not more. But like that's why I also think it's important for people to be intentional with the music that they make and use healing frequencies with it. You don't need everybody doing that, but if enough people are doing that, it gives an option for people who know about it and want that kind of thing. I feel like I can be self sustainable off music. It's not going to be solely what I do. I'm going to have other things I do with it. Because I don't want music to be like my biggest financial focus. I don't want it to like overtake my music. I want to have other ends where I can like sacrifice my money in music to do bigger things or better things, and get my money other places from music. Like don't get me wrong, like I'm not a hobbyist. Like this is my career, and like I'm good. I plan on making money with it. So I don't want people to like think I'm saying like I know I don't care about the money. Like I want to make it clear, and I like to make it clear because I respect people who don't do it for the money. I respect that mindset a lot, and like I understand it, and like the only reason I don't follow that mindset is because I love music so much. I want it to be the only thing that I do with my life. I want to like help people, and if it means working hard and doing things I don't necessarily want to do with music, it's like it's worth it to me because those things actually become fun, even though like creating lists and reaching out to people and like marketing isn't like my favorite thing to do in the world, but like I'll do it to like have a career. But I do want to like have other ways to make money with like merch or like vending things or like even my paintings I'm going to be like just having out there and like um doing different projects like with my just name and like my skills and what I know and like help people to do different things. Like there's a lot of ways to make money in the world, and it's like especially when you're in the music scene, a lot of people wear a lot of different hats, and a lot of artists do too. Because like local artists, I've realized they only make music, but then how you get your way up into different connections is you start building the stages at the shows, running the lighting, and then like filming the content and like I don't know, like helping with different things. You make different money with it, and you get like because you're tapping into like different avenues that are all connected with each other. If you guys want to buy some merch, let me know. Being an artist, you have to have ego. You have to have something that like separates you from everybody else and like be unique. But it's also like I don't want to be egotistical. Like I want to be like humble and like finding that balance. I don't know. It's weird. Thinking that you're an amazing person and that like you do like great things, I feel like is healthy to have a good relationship with yourself and hype yourself up. But to think that you're better than people is wrong because you think you're better than them just because you do one thing more than they do or whatever. But then they have like five other things they could like whoop you on, you know, and it's like everybody has like their own thing. So it's like never believing you're better than anybody else. But I also have something I want to say about compliments too. Someone taught me this, and I love talking about this publicly. I like people hearing this idea, where it's like if you are always listening to how other people think to like form your own judgment, you messed up. Like if so, like the idea is like you can't take compliments to heart. You can appreciate them and like and understand and respect them and like make sure like to be grateful for them. But it's like if you let that change your own judgment of who you are and how you're doing, if you let like other if like then the moment someone starts hating you, that's going to change how you feel about yourself. And you know, it's like the only way to be like immune to hate is to not care if people like you. You know, because if you don't care if people like you, you're not going to care when they don't. Yeah, so my name's Glitch. You can find me. It's Gl1tch. There's no I. It's just a one. You can find me on Instagram is my biggest social media, TikTok, and all streaming platforms. And it's 11 o'clock. Happy birthday! I have to get going soon.
So Gl1tch.
Yeah.
Okay. Awesome. Awesome. Well, thanks for doing this, man.
Yeah. Thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
I appreciate it, man.